welcome to the show, Panel Talk. I'm the host, Troy Skubitz, and I'll be your host for the next half an hour. We have a great show for you today. I'm so excited about this one. This is the show of my life, I'm telling you, which means I have no life here. But before we get to the show, actually, before we start the show, Fred? Fred, are you there, Fred?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Fred Swanstrom. He's our director. Fred, before the show, it's early in the morning. I'd like to talk to my friend Michelle because I think she really hates it. She hates when we call. So can you call her for me?
You bet.
Let me know when she's on the phone, okay? In the meantime, let's talk to our doorman. We have a guest doorman, Geno. Come on out, Geno. Hi, Geno. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. Tell me, what's your last name? I don't even know your last name. Kaupiko. Geno Kaupiko here. That's very what? What is
Hawaiian.
it? Oh, that's very Hawaiian. Okay. So Geno's here from Hawaii to be on the show. What do you do for a living, Geno?
I mix Hawaiian punch for a living.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of head factory man there, so all the secret mango and papaya.
Don't tell.
No.
You do you really work for Hawaiian Punch? What do you do?
I was in retail. Right now I'm temping.
You're temping.
Yeah, now I'm your doorman.
Yeah, see, it's just all over the place. So he's temping as our doorman, and one of the qualifications is actually opening the door and turning the knob at the same time.
Well, somebody has to.
Somebody has to.
You know, kind of a craft there. There's an art of how to turn the doorknob.
And you do it very well.
Very well.
Very well.
Yeah.
We have a big show. Did you know?
No.
No. Well, you'll soon find out.
Okay.
This is the first of a two-parter. We've never done a two-parter before.
Well, that's kind of groundbreaking.
It is very groundbreaking. For us, it is. For other people, it's like easy.
Looking
Okay.
forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Fred, do you have Michelle on the line?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good seeing you. Go back to your post at the door, and you can sit. By the way, this job we allow you to sit during the job if you want.
I plan on it.
Okay. Okay, Michelle. Michelle, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry for waking you up. How are you?
I'm fine. What do you want?
Am I bothering you right now, Michelle?
Yes. Why do you keep calling me?
Michelle, we're on the air right now for Panel Talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can just watch your tone here.
Well,
don't you want to know who's on the show today?
who is on the show today?
Well, do you remember back in high school, we went to high school together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember those good old days, Michelle?
Vaguely, yeah.
Do you remember one of us finished it?
Pardon?
Do you remember one of us finished that experience we call high school?
Oh, yeah, one of us did.
Yeah, well, but other made up in the equivalency there.
That's right.
That's right, and I'm proud of you for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. All right. What'd you do last night, Michelle?
I went to bed.
That's all you do is go to bed early.
That's right.
All right. Okay. Well, don't you want to know who's on the show?
Yes.
Okay. Well, remember I told you that high school, the people from my class
Okay.
are going to be on the show. They're the guests, and we have a panelist of students who are 10 years younger than us. So I graduated in the class of '86, and the panelist who's going to interview, they graduated in the class of 1996, so they're 10 years younger. Shouldn't that be a good show?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for anyone on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the class of 96.
Oh, you have a question for the class of '96?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Well, I'm sure that the students on the show probably don't have this problem, but I want to know why all the other students that I see, why they just don't pull up their pants.
What?
Okay? What is that, and how long will this continue?
Well, how long will this continue? I don't know, but we'll ask them that.
You asked them. You have to know.
That's a good question. I wish I thought of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I do. I see that. I go by the school, and you see people with their pants halfway down. You're right. You're absolutely right. So we'll ask that question. I'm sorry for waking you up.
Okay, well, you let me know the answer.
I
See if
will.
anybody has the answer.
Okay.
All right.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Now we're going to meet our panel. We'll get asked to ask that riveting question, okay? The show is called Panel Talk, and these are our panelists, okay? These folks, as soon as I'm done with the guests, interviewing the guests, they're going to ask their terrific questions to our guests. So here we go. And by the way, this is a two-parter. For those of you guys sitting at home and you think, wow, this is a fascinating show, tune in either immediately after the show, we don't know when we're going to be on, or 1 week from tonight. Okay, so here we go. We have Marcus here. How are you, Marcus?
Fine.
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You go to Cheif Sealth High School. That was my old school. Yeah. How's school going for you?
Fine.
Yeah?
Ready to finish it.
You need to finish it real fast, huh?
Yeah.
You're a junior right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So you have one more year?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your big plans?
I don't know. I want to go to college somewhere.
Somewhere. What type of things do you want to study?
I don't know, whatever. Still thinking about
you
it.
still don't know yet, and that's good. And this show is going to help you decide what you're going to do in life. Aren't you
Yeah.
excited?
Yeah.
You should take notes.
Okay.
10 years from now, you're going to say, thank you, Troy. I'm going to get a note in the mail from you. It says, thank you, Troy. You changed my whole life. Okay, so that's why you're here. Okay, and we have Amy. How are you, Amy?
Fine.
Welcome to the show. This Amy. We forgot to clap for Marcus. That was Marcus. Okay. Amy, tell me about yourself. You go to Sealth as well.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, what are you studying right now?
Basic classes.
Basic classes?
Yeah.
And do you do any extracurricular activities?
Well, I'm the class officer for my class.
I was too.
A vice president.
Oh,
and
congratulations. I wasn't. Go ahead.
What else? I don't know. I go to school. I work. I was on the volleyball team.
Yeah. And you work, what kind of work do you do right
At the YMCA daycare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you do that after school and on the
Yeah.
weekends?
Just after school.
So how many hours do you work?
A week, only like 12.
12. So that's good though.
Yeah.
Because you should study. And do you
Yeah.
have opportunity to study?
Yeah.
Yeah, because don't get caught up in the work thing. Yeah, that happened to
So-
me. And look where I am now.
I know.
Public access.
I just don't know what I want to be, so I don't know.
Okay.
I just know I want to go to college out of the state.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
you want to be out of here
Yeah.
as far as possible.
Yeah.
Do your parents know this?
Kinda.
They
Yeah.
kind of know?
Yeah.
Okay. And see,
They want me
good.
to stay here and live with them, so but I don't want to.
You don't want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do whatever you want to do with your parents' consent at this time. I'm not condoning anything. When you turn 18, you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, now, this is a great show for you, too, because you have
Yeah.
perfect opportunity. My guest, you get to learn what's going to go on in life. Okay, and then we have Semaray. How are you, Semaray?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Welcome to the show. You've been on the show before.
Yep.
You were my doorman, my guest doorman one time.
Thank you for letting me be your dog.
I'm sure you were thrilled. And what are you studying right now?
Just like the basic classes, pretty much.
Basic classes, the same as these. And do you do anything extracurricular?
Yeah, I'm on the football and wrestling team, and
Yeah.
I work.
Yeah, football, wrestling, that's a lot. Yeah, so how much time do you have for homework?
Usually the nighttime, I try to do my homework between 8 and 10. and try
Between
to
8 and 10.
then
And
go
you
to
get it
sleep.
done?
Yeah.
Good,
most of the
good
time.
job. And good grades?
Yeah, pretty good.
Good for you. And you are from Eritrea, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Siam or Eritrea?
Yes, I am.
You said, yes, I am, but it sounded like Siam, didn't you think? Anyway, and how long have you lived here in Seattle?
It'll be, I think, 11 years coming this summer.
Oh, 11 years. So you've been here a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people from Eritrea. Yeah. Tell me about your country.
A couple years ago, we got freed from the rule of Ethiopia, so now we're an independent country, and we're talking to Bill Clinton and stuff to get put into the UN.
Okay, well, terrific. So you guys are all here. We have our guest coming up, so are you prepared? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is it. Okay. Thank you. Thanks to our panel here. Here we go. Today, our panel of high school students, these guys here, will be able to ask questions of people who attend the same school where they currently go. Our guests today are 10 years older than the panel. They have come to share their experiences with these young adults on our panel. Okay? So to help us find the answer to the question, is there life after high school? Who knows? Please help me welcome Trina Mannery, Celia Townsend, Gregg Springer, and Tom Hammack. Come on out, you guys. All right. How are you? Come on. Hi, Trina. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Hi, Grace. Hi, Tom. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Mic yourselves up. Get ready. Get prepared. What's new? It's been a long time since I've seen you guys, and I almost didn't think you would recognize me. So I thought, well, you know, in high school I had a lot of acne, so I thought this might help here.
Oh, now it's coming back.
It's coming back. Do you guys remember who I was? Get saved the real big one for the nose. It was terrible. There we go. Do I look familiar now? Anyway, okay. Well, let's get started. This is terrible. What do you guys? It's been 10 years since we've seen each other. Almost literally. Trina, we grew up together. Just grew up together. Seriously, we've known each other since kindergarten, literally, and we went through grade school together, and junior high, and then high school.
Right.
And then you just took off, and you never called me again.
Well, take a hint. Just
Take a hint, she says. Okay. Can't say those words on the show. Okay, but I'd like to say something. So what have you been up to?
I work for a bank.
You work for a bank.
I got married.
You got married, and I was at the wedding.
Yes.
Thanks
you
for
were.
inviting me.
Yes,
Yeah.
thanks for coming. And we're having our first in about 8 weeks.
You're gonna have a little Mannery.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know a boy or girl yet?
Boy.
A boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna name him Troy?
I don't think so.
Why? I've meant a lot to you in your life, and you're not going to name him after me? That is so rude. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine. What are you going to name the kid?
We don't know.
He's coming in 8 months or 8 weeks. Better come up
It
with
might be Eric.
It might be Eric, but
Yeah.
pronounced Troy.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll spell it, Eric.
That's the Spanish pronunciation.
Great. And so your husband is, tell everybody who your husband is.
David Mannery.
David Mannery, and he was also a classmate. But he's not here today.
No.
No. So we can talk bad about him.
Right.
Okay. And next to you is Celia Townsend. Hi, Celia.
Hi, Troy.
How are you?
I'm swell.
You're swell? What's been going on with you?
It's been going up.
What's going on? Oh, we're up.
It's going down now, but
How are you?
fine.
Yeah. What's going on?
I've been in and out of school, and I got married. It'll be a year on April 23rd.
Unlike Trina, you didn't invite me to your wedding. Thanks a lot.
Well, I saw what you got Trina, so.
It was a good gift. The toaster always comes in handy.
I did need a toaster. I didn't get one, though.
You
I
didn't
should
get
have
a
invited you.
I have 3. You can have one.
Isn't that the most common gift? You get toaster, toaster, toaster. You didn't get a toaster. All right. And so you're married. Tell everyone who you're married to.
I'm married to Jim Phyllis.
Jim Phyllis.
Phyllis.
And then did you notice I introduced you as Celia Townsend? How come it wasn't Celia Phyllis?
I'm a modern kind of gal.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
So you didn't take his last name.
I don't need his last name to know I'm married to him.
Oh, okay. Excuse us. Anyway, and no kids?
No.
No kids at this time.
No, I know how to get those.
You did in high school. Okay, moving on. Gregg Springer, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How are you?
Fine, how are you
Good.
doing?
And what do you do for a living?
I work for a hospital. I've been in the healthcare field for about 5, going on 6 years.
Yeah, how's healthcare going?
It's a roller coaster ride about now.
Roller coaster ride.
Roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Things are changing literally every day.
Specifically, what do you do in the health field?
I work more on the administrative side. I'm kind of a paper pusher. Basically, all the things that happen behind the scenes at the clinics and the doctor's offices is what I do.
Okay. And do you like that kind of work?
I love it.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not married?
I'm getting married in September.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
didn't know that. Good for you. And you should, because who has children? How many kids do you have,
I have
Greg?
2 boys.
You have 2 boys?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 2 boys, and what are their names?
They're Aaron and Cameron.
Aaron and Cameron. Oh, those are nice names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot. And how old?
They're turning 5 and 4.
Oh, busy. Okay. 5 and 4.
Yeah.
Great, terrific. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And then next to you, we have Tom Hammack. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Troy.
How are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm late, but I'm.
No, you made it. You made it just in time. So you didn't have to tell anyone. Nobody would have known.
Oh, I see. Fine.
What have you been doing for the last 10? I literally haven't seen you in a long time.
I haven't seen you either.
Yeah.
And
Well, good thing.
I went on to the U, and I finished up there.
Yeah. And you have a degree in
communications.
Communications.
And I skied for a year.
You skied for a year?
Well, that's one season.
Yeah.
And then now I work.
And now you work. And what type of work do you do?
I work in process serving.
Process serving.
Handing out summonses and subpoenas.
Oh, terrific.
Things like that.
If you get anything from TCI for Troy Skubitz, I beg you don't deliver it. Because our last show we did, yeah, I just might get something there. No plugging.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, is that good? So welcome to the show, all of you guys. Okay, it's good to see you. Now, Trina, education. We used to work together after high school.
We did.
We worked at McDonald's.
Can you say that?
We can say we worked at McDonald's. We're not saying eat there. We said we. And it was fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Well, my senior year of high school, I went part-time to up to, can I say the name of the school?
Sure.
Seattle Central.
Seattle Central. And you?
And for cosmetology,
Yeah.
and then I finished that out after we graduated.
Yeah.
And I worked for a very short time in that vocation
Yeah.
at G. Juarez. Oh, can I say that?
You can say that. Go ahead.
And I decided that wasn't my cup of tea, and so I got a job in a completely different field, not having anything to do with that. I work for a bank now.
You work for a bank.
Yeah.
And Celia, what type of work do you do
Right now,
right now?
I work for an engineering firm.
Engineering firm. And so, do you have formal education in engineering?
No.
No.
When I graduated, I went to Highline.
Yeah.
And got a degree in fashion marketing.
Okay, and great. I'm glad you're using your degree. Well, you look great today.
And then I decided that was, not my thing. So I took a couple of years off, and now I'm at the U
Yeah.
in environmental studies.
Did you guys ever think your lives would turn out to be like this, Gregg? Did you think? 10 years ago, leaving high school, did you think your life would be
10
like?
years ago, when I left high school, I honestly did not know what the future was going to hold.
Yeah. So it was a surprise to you anyway.
Yeah.
But you didn't
I didn't go to
picture it
college
anyway?
like right after high school.
Yeah.
I took a little time to decide what I wanted to be when I grew up. So
You
I
used to work
started
at
going to school again.
the Improv downtown when it was the Improv.
When it first opened, I was one of the first employees there.
Yeah. And you were a bouncer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. Is that tough work?
Depending on where you work, yes. The Improv, for the most part, it's a pretty mellow place because it's a nightclub of people with a certain amount of class. You may go to other nightclubs which are more of a dancing, drinking, getting obnoxious kind of nightclub, and then it becomes a little more dangerous.
Yeah, but they're just drinking at comedy clubs.
Right, but people normally go there to be social and to have some kind of etiquette.
Okay.
Whereas for some other clubs,
I've been there a couple times and it wasn't like that.
There are those times where the alcohol and IQ mix, and it's not good what comes out of that mixture. But
And Tom, did you ever think your life would be this way? I'm sorry.
No, I did.
Join the show anytime you want, Tom. You didn't think it would be like this? Did you have other expectations for yourself?
No, I had
About what?
I had none. I had none whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
I didn't anticipate being homeless or anything, but I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
A handful of things fascinated me, but not enough that I wanted to pursue them or become a master of.
X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about you, Celia? Did you think this is your life? This is my life, Celia Townsend. Did you think, wow?
Well, I don't know. I guess I've improved my life a little.
Have you?
I still haven't figured out what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah. But you're happy, happily married.
Yes, I am.
Terrific.
I'm
And
very
you've
happy.
always pictured that for yourself.
Not really.
No?
No.
How
I
are
don't
you,
know. I
Trina?
just didn't think about it.
Am I happy?
Happily, did you, I don't want to say are you happy, but did you picture your life for yourself, what it is right now?
No, like Tom, I don't think I really had a picture of what I thought it was going to be like.
So it's all a surprise to you.
Right. I mean, high school was this big ball of fun, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now what?
Tell the story about how you and your husband started getting romantically together. How you guys got together, because in high school, he's from our class as well. Okay. And in high school, you guys didn't go out.
No.
No. And what happened? Well, what happened in high school? How come you didn't?
We were just really good friends. I cherished him as a dear friend,
Yeah.
and we did a lot of things together with Celia and you and and I just never thought of him romantically until after high school.
And where did you guys meet? That's interesting.
It was the homecoming dance the year after.
Yeah. And you guys didn't speak. David was very hurt.
Okay, bring that up.
That's true. David was hurt that.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the prom together, and then that fell apart, and there were other people in each of our lives.
Yeah.
And then I think he was throwing sunflower seeds at me at homecoming or something like that, and I'm
that's
like,
romantic.
what a great guy! Better start dating him. Because I was cheering that year for homecoming.
And he was throwing seeds at you.
Yeah, I'm like,
That
thank
is
you.
just so.
And he blamed it on Celia. So anyway, we met up at the dance later that night.
And then, shortly after that.
Yeah, he gave me a call, and we just started going out, and just
And
fell in
then
love.
less than a year later, wasn't it?
No.
Was it over a year?
We got married in
88?
spring of '88. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Celia, well, first of all, we were all. Let me just give the audience a little knowledge as to what these people, what their personalities were like. In high school, we had a poll. Let me get it out here. We had a poll in high school when we were seniors. Okay, and here it is. What everybody was voted for in high school. Okay, so this is just it. Kind of sums up what kind of character there were. Trina, you were voted. What do you remember?
Best sense of humor.
Best sense of humor.
With my husband.
With your husband,
Yeah.
which is ironic, isn't
Yeah.
it? So the two best sense of humors are married together. And Celia,
Class clown.
you were the class clown. With Tom. Yeah. So far, we have the best sense of humor and the class clown, and Gregg.
Most school spirited.
Most school spirited. Yeah. And which is ironic because when I was talking to you, Gregg, before the show, I said, we never had classes together. And for whatever reason, when I was picking the people to be the guest on the show, and I thought, who would be good guests, who would be good guests, and I thought Gregg Springer, and we really never knew each other socially.
Yeah, we met, I think, through sports, because of sports. And
Yeah, I mean, or because I was walking by them.
yeah, just like the social events that happened in school.
Yeah.
I think that was how we kind of ended up kind of mixing, and I guess because of sports, I don't know, I guess it must have became part of the clique.
The clique.
And
And I was, wait a minute, I just want to make sure I get this right. I was voted most likely to work at a fast food restaurant or a grocery store eternally. Okay, so here I am, okay. Anyway.
Those are pretty accurate,
But
aren't they?
they're pretty accurate. and the funny thing is that I made that category because I was so worried I wouldn't get voted for anything else. So I thought, I'm a shoo-in for this category. Anyway, and then what did you guys do in school? How were you active? Trina, how were you active?
I was a Sealth.
You were, so that's a cheerleader for those that don't know.
Well, that's the drill team.
The drill team, okay.
And then I was a cheerleader, and I was active in a few things my senior year, like graduation council and stuff.
Okay. And then Celia, what did you do?
I was a self-ed, and I was also on little, clubs around school, and like the yearbook and graduation ceremonies, things like that.
Okay. And Gregg?
I was very active in sports, and I was active also in groups that the high school had at the time to prevent drug and alcohol abuse in the schools, and we all know how well that went.
Yeah. Half our class is in rehab. It's going to make it for the show.
Yeah. At least it was the effort that counted, I guess.
That's right, that's right. And then Tom, how were you active?
I played golf,
Okay.
swimming, and tennis. Those
Swimming
were
and
my-
tennis, and you were also the student body president.
Yeah.
You were our fearless leader
Oh, yes.
for the whole school. Tom was always looked at as the crazy guy in the school, and it was like no matter which class, they'd either look up at him or look down, but look up at him because he was just always out there. Do you remember Tom's reputation was always very big? And so it's and I was senior class president. Thank you very much. And I want an applause. There we go. Because I stuffed ballots. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. That's going to come haunt me later. Anyway, what else? What else? Who would you guys think, looking back 10 years ago, who would you think? Who would you think? You go
Who would
10
we
years
think?
ago, thinking right now, who would you think? Say, God, they were really helpful to me, but I didn't realize that until 10 years later. Quickly.
Rob Peters.
Rob Peterson, he was a counselor. How so?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Me too, I was going to say the same answer.
I worked with him shortly also at West Seattle High School.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a counselor over there now.
That's a nice thing to say. And why you, Celia? Why did you think him?
Well, he seemed to take a big interest in everyone,
Yeah.
and so that was good. I mean, he really cared. So
Really important. How
somebody
about-
cared.
Trina, you felt the same way?
Yeah, he's the one that helped me get into my college classes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Tom?
He rather than focusing on if you get say a 3.7 grade point, you'll qualify to get into this school, and rather than mapping out your future for you that way, he was more interested in why don't you develop yourself, figure out what it is, or maybe you can figure out your dream and then go pursue it, but don't just go in pursuit of nothing.
Yeah. And you know what he said to me? He said we used to have the television set in the lunchroom, and somebody would tape the Thursday night shows. And so during lunch they would have Cosby. At that time it was Cosby, and I don't remember the shows I followed, but Bill Cosby was on television. And I was walking in the lunchroom, he was standing at the door, and he says, "You know who I'm going to see on that TV someday?" And I said, "Who?" I mean, stupidly. And he says, "You." And it was nice. That's something nice. And maybe you will. Public access. There we go. But still, I'm going to be on TV. But I always remember that. That was a lot of faith there. That was terrific. Let's go to the panelists, okay, because I'm sure they have plenty of questions to ask you. Let's start with Marcus. Marcus, you have a question for these guys?
Yeah, they seemed like they were really involved in school. How did budgeting and stuff, how did you get money for the projects that you guys did at school? Like cheerleading and...
Let's start, Gregg, how did you get that?
For like the functions that we threw,
Yeah.
it's my understanding, and I could be really off base, but someone once told me that we were the richest class to ever go through, that we raised the most amount of money ever at that point. And actually, like what we had left over when we graduated got passed to the class after us.
I don't know where the money went.
But
I think
yeah,
the
we were throwing. We had that dunk tank at Westwood Village.
Yeah.
We had. We just kept throwing events almost every other month or every month since our freshman year. And next thing you knew, we just had tons of money. And when our senior year rolled around, that's why we could have these lavish events.
Yeah. Is that what you want to know, or did you want to know money for their colleges?
No, that's what I want to know.
That's what you wanted. So you guys are looking for money.
Yeah.
Don't look here.
Classes.
Don't look here. Amy, do you have a question?
I just want to know like how spirited they were and what they did to get spirited. You know, if you guys were spirited.
Were we spirited? Go ahead.
I think a lot of your spirit comes from getting involved. You have to get involved in the things that are going on in your school, whether you're going to be in sports or on cheerleading or in different in things. It's just getting involved.
Because we are involved. It's hard to get other people to get involved. That's the problem.
I don't know. I think maybe we had a really exceptional class. Just seemed like everybody just really was together and was into things. It was really a lot of fun.
When we were there at the time, we were the smallest class.
We were
at any
small.
given time, we were only 140.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at any given time, we were the smallest. So everybody almost knew everybody.
Absolutely.
And that's why it was. And the school was still the atmosphere in the school then was different. I don't know what it's like now. And so it was very easy to get everybody into it.
There's I don't know if you guys still do this, but we used to have like spirit assemblies, and you guys have
we
to
always
go.
win.
Yeah.
You guys always win?
Yeah.
We used to always lose. Because we were so small. Yeah, we would lose. Just lose. Okay, Samurai, do you have a question?
I noticed nowadays that we use a different slang, so I wanted to know what you guys would use back then, because it seems like,
Ooh, what
You know,
was our
just
sayings?
like,
because
give an
nowadays,
example.
I don't want to give examples.
What are some of the words?
Man.
Do we have potty talk? We had words that meant other things.
We don't say potty talk.
But it looks like we're wrapping up for the first show. You guys are going to have opportunity to speak to these guests again at our next show. But before we go, I got to ask that question that Michelle asked. How come you guys don't pull up your pants?
Well, since I'm the one that wears the baggy clothes. I don't know. Sometimes I think it just feels comfortable, but I don't extend my pants below my below certain sections.
Okay. Because
Your legs would be able to move.
actually it moves more in unison.
More of a hopping.
they move at the same time. Yeah, it's like this. Whoa! I'm a walk into class. Here we go. Okay. Well, great. And you guys, you must look at the fashions that we used to have and just think we were stupid looking. Yeah. Like right now. You must think we look like idiots. No? Okay, good. Thank God. Anyway, that's our show. Please join us either next week. I don't know when the show's on. Definitely next week at the same time or immediately following this show. So watch your TV guide and all that. All of you guys, come on. Let's get together here, okay? Come on out for a second. We'll talk.